Hey beauties, it's Riri. Welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up. There's also a join button right down there that you can click to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. We're diving right in. I just received a PR package from Laura Geller. And this is the Best of the Best Baked Full Face Basics palette. So pretty much it is everything that we need: highlighters, eyeshadows, blush, and bronzer. They are beautiful baked formula. I also like that it kind of tells you on the back, you know, if you're a newbie to makeup or, you know, unsure of placement, they also have that for you. It did also come with a retractable kabuki style brush. I've said this a million times, y'all. I'm a QVC hoe. I've been watching QVC since I was 9 years old, so a very, very long time. This is a brand I'm very familiar with. I have used her bronzers, blushes, foundations, the highlighters, all of it. And I love seeing brands like Laura Geller, like IT Cosmetics, like Mally Beauty, kind of having a big resurgence and not kind of just being standard like QVC, if you will, type brands. Like, they go viral, and I love that. I love that so much. And Laura Geller, like, I follow her. I've obviously followed her since QVC, and I follow her on social media, and I just think she is beautiful. I love her personality, and I like the preface of saying it does not matter how old you are, you can still enjoy makeup, because there's a stigma against, you know, once you hit a certain age, well, you can't wear makeup anymore, or you can't do this, or you can't dress this way, your hair has to be this length. No ma'am, we can wear what we want to wear, okay? And Laura is paving the way for us too. So I'm going to be demoing the palette. I'm going to go ahead and open up the brush really quickly. Thank you to Laura Geller. Here is the brush. And I'm going on vacation in April, and I am taking this palette with me. Oh, that feels very, very soft. Not quite as dense as I generally go, but I think it's going to be beautiful. I probably will use this for my blush application. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the face products first. I'm gonna go into the Baked Blush and Brighten. This is the shade Pink Buttercream. Of course, I will swatch it. And I am a fan of baked formulas. As you guys know, that is the reason that I really love, you know, like Hourglass products and stuff like that. And these, in my personal opinion, are very comparable. So I'm gonna go in with the Kabuki style brush. I'm gonna pick up a little tiny bit because I would rather pick up a little bit and build than to kind of just go crazy, if you know what I'm saying. And I am going to keep my blush a little lower because I like to keep my bronzer a little higher. Oh, that color is stunning. This brush is incredibly soft. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking this with me. Ooh. Like, there's something about a baked formula. And you guys, I have my light down as low as it will go, and I'm sitting by my window. So this is 90%, you know, natural daylight. You were seeing my real skin. And it just looks beautiful. There's a beautiful diffusion that I feel happens with baked style products, and that's why I'm such a fan of them. And this, you can see I went in with a very, very small amount, and it's still quite punchy. And that's a good rule of thumb too. Like, if something is a little bit more punchy, you know, you can see I'm tapping it off. I'm going in with a kind of a less is more approach. You can do that if you do have more fair skin. But if you really wanted to amp this up, like, you absolutely could. So far so good. And there's just something beautiful about how they lay on the skin. There's no emphasis on my texture or anything like that. So far so good. I like that. I'm gonna go in with my little Judy brush and go into the Baked Body Frosting in Tahitian Glow. And again, because of the way that these are marbled, they're going to work for several skin tones. And I like the little bit of luminous quality that baked style blushes, bronzers, and stuff like that have. Again, I'm gonna go in a less is more approach, just to be safe. Oh, let me tap that off on my towel too, y'all. And I'm going to start higher. I like to keep my bronzer up really high and closer to, like, into my hairline. I feel like it gives a little bit of a more kind of diffused and a little bit of a better blend when I do that. And I like the little level of glow. That is kind of my preference because I do have dry skin. And then I just kind of meet into the blush. So there's a soft, natural gradient between the blush and the bronzer. That looks, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Look, I love blush and bronzer anyways, y'all. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Vlogmas, Durismus. I would like to know what other types of videos you guys would like to see. Of course, I do pre-film a lot. I have a lot of amazing videos coming for you guys. Tons of advent calendar unboxings, tons of holiday looks. But if you have any requests, I will absolutely try my best to accommodate. All right, I'm gonna pick up some highlighter as well. We have the baked highlighter in French Vanilla, and then we have the baked highlighter in Portofino. This one is more of one of those, I like to call these like a luminescent face powder, if you will, whereas this one right here is gonna be actually a little bit more high shine or a little bit more glowy. I'll get super close so you can see. So you can see this one is more of like a diffuse, like if you want the most subtle of highlights ever, that's your, you know, your jam right there. And then if you want the wham bam, you go there. So I'm actually gonna layer these, I think. I'm gonna go into the more kind of more subdued one, just so you can see what it looks like. And again, these do not emphasize texture or anything like that. That is something that I am pretty particular about. But if you are somebody that you're like, look, I do not like the bells and whistles, I don't want, you know, to glow from here to outer space, like that is just a beautiful, subtle, just luminous sheen to the skin. Now we'll go into the more actual glowy one. Whoa. Wow. Okay, yeah, you can really punch that up. Whoa, that is beautiful. I definitely picked up too much. That was on me, but I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that. Let me go in with a tap. Okay, yeah, less is more. Oh, that is beautiful. This would be beautiful too, like as an eyeshadow as well. And I love palettes like this, like more specifically for travel and stuff. All right, we're going to even this up. I'm going to go back into the blush. And I'm just going to add a little tiny bit on top. Just to kind of take that down a little bit. This brush I really like. I did not think I was going to like it, but it is beautiful and it is soft. And the angle is like perfect to kind of just hug the cheeks. Oh yeah, whoa, that is pretty, you guys. I definitely went a little overboard. And if that does happen, you can go back over it with your blush brush. You can go in with your sponge if you used a sponge for foundation application, or I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush. And voila. Next up, we'll go into the eyeshadows. We have the shade Oyster, Sunstone, and Almond. And Sunstone and Almond are more of like a crease, a deepening, and then Oyster is more of like that highlighting type of shade, inner corner type of shade, brow bone type of shade. Again, these feel incredibly smooth. And let me grab a fluffy brush. I will go into Oyster first. And I'm gonna tap it off a little bit. I'm gonna put that, whoa. Wow, that is way more pigmented than I anticipated. That is stunning. But I'm gonna use this for the brow bone. I'm gonna take just my pinky, as I typically would. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in the inner corner. And then bring it in just a little bit. If you wanted to intensify this, you could go in and wet a brush. You could use a sponge tip applicator to really kind of amp it up a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with Sunstone, and I'm gonna put that all throughout my crease. And I want to note too, like if you ever have trouble blending, I speak to this a lot. If you have trouble blending your eyeshadows, if you place those metallic or shimmer shades down first, or if you go in and set your lid with a skin tone, you know, type shade, you're going to be able to blend a little bit easier. And I feel like this is laid out in a way, especially kind of having the directions on the back, it's laid out in a way that is very beginner friendly. And that is something that I definitely try my best to do here on my channel, is to keep everything very beginner friendly. And I like a brand that kind of lends itself to that as well. You know, nothing she does is going to be too overwhelming. Nothing is going to make you feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I cannot do this. Everything is pretty beginner friendly. Everything is laid out for you well. Okay, same exact brush. And I'm gonna go into the darker shade and put this on the outer corner and then feather it out up into my crease. And this, for me, this is something that when I am like not filming and it's kind of my everyday makeup, I'm going something very simple like this, very soft, neutral, natural, or I reach for my greens and stuff like that. But this is kind of a, you know, that classic makeup look, if you will. Now I'm gonna go in with a firm smudger brush. And I'm gonna go back into the shade Almond. And I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back in with the shade Oyster and just kind of further reinforce that beautiful bright inner corner. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. All right, I'm going to finish up with some mascara. This is the Well People mascara in Pro Brown, and I'll be right back to wrap things up. And here is our finished look using the Laura Geller, the best of the best baked full face basics. I am thrilled. I think it is absolutely stunning. I love a super just soft, natural look. I like doing a brown mascara with a look like this. I like baked products because, to me, they really make the skin just look really, really pretty. That's the best way I can say it. I think they sit on the skin in such a beautiful, soft, ethereal type of way. I'm thrilled. What do you guys think? Have you shopped with Laura Geller? What are your favorite products from her? And very quickly, too, I do have on the LYS foundation stick in MN3. My primer is the Volition Snow Mushroom Water Primer, and my lip for today is the NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream in Latte Foam. It smells so good, and I thought it was just perfect with this look. I think it complements the blush shade and everything perfectly. So that is it. Thank y'all for joining me for another day of Vlogmas. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy. I'd love to have you subscribe to become part of my beauty family. Have an amazing holiday season. Thank you to my beautiful channel members. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.